Grand Rising, Grand Rising. All right.
Everything.
Let's see. Okay, I think the market already started actually just right now. CPI at 630 gave it a little pop above yesterday's high. One of the main levels that I'm looking out for today though is this 70. Here, let me just go and do this real quick. I'm gonna do my pre-market real quick. One of the main levels I'm looking for is 70.25, which is pretty much yesterday's high. I'm gonna pretty much like if there's continuation, I want to break and retest above yesterday's high. If not, then another level would be like under 7,005 or 7,000 technically if it wants to have a breakdown. But so far for the last 2 days, it's kind of chopped around this 7,020 to 7,000 level, which was like a previous daily supply. So it's kind of hanging out in here for a moment. We'll see what it does. NQ's been making a little bit of higher highs, but it still hasn't. It just entered its daily supply from November. With the CPI pushed into its daily supply, so this could be a pullback for now, or you could keep pushing up. But yeah, I think I need another move up and a support in order for me to have a look upwards. If not, this could be just like a pullback for me. And VX also broke down into this new next level, but if it doesn't reject here and have continuation, then I can expect it to have a little bit of relief. I wouldn't expect any continuation off of the first move into that new level. Let's see. And the 4-hour has like a little 4-hour demand on top of 7,010 to 7,002. So I'm going to see how that reacts. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bigger pullback. If it passes that, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bigger pullback into like 69.70 area potentially. But so far, it's kind of consolidating pretty well on top of this previous high. So we're just going to see. I need more of a fluid breakout though, instead of like an A2 consolidation. That's kind of what I'm looking for today. You want to do your pre-market boot?
Well, both ES and NQ ended pretty bullish yesterday with a big buying wick on the daily. You did mention NQ being back below the level, so yeah, if I want to take longs on ES, NQ would have to be above its level at a 26.020. And then VIX might reclaim its level, so for longs I need it, below. Let's see. Yeah, I agree with you about being above yesterday's high at 70.25 for longs. And then for shorts, maybe below overnight consolidation. So below 7,000. Maybe like a nice break and a retest. I wouldn't really want a short into. It depends what it looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah, just same thing. Remain patient, follow our rules, and let the market develop some more, and see if we can get some type of setup today.
Yeah. True. I like your chart colors. Cream.
Thanks.
How about we start it off also with a page from your book?
All right. January 13th. I know the active power of God, one God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. Ephesians 4:6. The key thought for our meditation today is the idea that there is an active presence of the creative spirit in all of our affairs. Not something passive, but something that is moving in and through everything we do. We should affirm that this divine presence is everywhere, that it is always active in, around, and through us. Believing that the Spirit is at the center of everything and at the very center of my own physical being, I recognize His presence harmoniously acting in every cell, every organ, and every function of my physical body. I praise my body temple, bless it, and know that every activity within it is in harmony with divine life. One mind governs everything, and I now affirm and accept that this same intelligence governs my affairs. It is within me and around me at all times, directing, guiding, governing, controlling, and leading me happily to the fulfillment of all good purposes. I salute the God presence in everyone I meet, and I know that as surely as I do this, the love dwelling in them responds to the same presence that is within me. We act in a unison of peace and understanding, recognizing all of nature as the handiwork of God. I see the beauty of His activity in everything, in the wind and the wave, in the sunshine and cloud, and in everything that God has created.
That was good. I feel like every time it's exactly like what's needed, you know?
Yeah, it's nice.
finally a decent kind of 15-minute breakout candle that's not like ridiculous. I mean, it's kind of in a weird spot, but at least it's, you know, it's not 25 points.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be open to a short that potentially closes somewhere in the 7,005 area, like an A3. Just because I feel like it can have a nice slip down. And as long as it surpasses that support area, I'm not going to be looking for like too much confirmation. I'm just going to look for price to pass that area. I'll definitely go like break even real quick. And I'll definitely go low size and see what it gives me. But that's just a possibility. Yeah, if it starts acting like this, then I don't mind not doing that. But I remember the other day, I think it was like a week or two ago, it was kind of shaping up exactly like this at a prominent support area. And it just it ended its candle like, let's say this was the same shape structure. It ended its candle like at 7,006, 7,000, yeah, around 7,006. So if it does that, and then it dumped. So if it does that, I would assume that, you know, it would be the same thing as entering that demand and then continuing to break a structure. So just keep my opportunities open. Like I even think maybe an A3 down right here with like the thing is that let's see. I mean, yeah, I mean I wouldn't, but you have a little supply, you have the VWAP, and you have the top of the range rejection that could be confluences. But you'd have to put the stop up there. So you could go down, but you could get some rough stuff here. So it's always better to wait for like more of a fluid movement, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if we were like right at the overnight lows, then maybe, but it's kind of like going into them.
Oh, yeah, there's a little bit more that it could react at. But one more test of the 7005, 7006, a rejection of this potential base at the VWAP under the orb, that might be a nice continuation move down. You never know, though, how it wants to play out because it could just. I mean, it's going into support, right? So it could just jump right in there and then bounce right out. It's a
Right.
little 4 hour demand, a little 30-minute demand too.
Hmm.
But I do think that a little bit of that was more reactionary, maybe just because of the CPI. Maybe it was enough to explore the top range and now it wants to go back for buys. do you think about a short off of the break of this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go light contracts here, and I'm looking at this 5 minute.
You're gonna trade on the 5 minute?
Well, it's because it's already reacted to where I want it to react, so I'm not trying to miss it by waiting for a higher time frame move.
Where would you take profits at?
I'll probably scale at 5, hit 10.
So you're going MESs or what?
No. Like if I'm not able to get in 2 ESs, then I won't. If I can only get in 1, then I will. So
Order filled.
I'm liking it on the 5.
Stop filled.
What's your stop?
One of my stops is 875. Trying to give it a little room. I believe that it has the capability of breaking down here, but it also has that resistance that it could retest. I'm going to try and give it a little room in there. It's also had a decent move down so far, so I gotta be careful with a bigger pullback, a rejection, and a move down. But I'm hoping that there's slippage here. Like that. There we go. So I'm gonna put one of my. I'm gonna put. Let's see, both of the stops at 0825. If it comes back again, then that'll be fine. But I believe it should move a little more.
Order filled. Order filled.
Attention, short signal detected.
All right. I think it definitely can slip for the rest of the. I think it could go level to level, but I'm done.
Okay, me too.
Let's go enjoy our day. God bless to the Most High to be in this position. Thank God.
Thank you, God.
I'm thinking we should take the dogs to the park.
Yeah, let's do it.
God bless.
Thank you, God.